Let's get started with the solution overview. The eComm program uses 3 tools: Salesforce, Marketing Cloud, and cVent. And all 3 of those work together to streamline communication and event efforts. The first tool is Salesforce. Salesforce, which is also our constituent relations management tool, is the data source for all of our university contacts. You can think of it as the data brain, or kind of the heart of the eComm program. This includes students, staff, faculty, donors, alumni, parents, friends of the university, CU advocates. All of those folks are contained within Salesforce. And thanks to some amazing technology teams here at the university, a lot of those data points are incredibly dynamic and are updated regularly to make sure that we're using the most current data. The eComm program also utilizes Marketing Cloud, which is our email marketing tool. This is where we go to build out and design communications, send them, and then track that information and leverage data for insights on how we can better streamline or better target our communications in the future. Finally, eComm uses cVent. This is our events management tool that allows us to capture registration, build out registration websites, and track events logistics like dates, presenters, sessions, fees, all of those complex details that you're working with in your event. So together, these 3 tools comprise the eComm solution. So now that we've taken a high-level overview of these 3 tools, let's look a little bit closer at some of the functionality of these tools, as well as the way that they work together. To do that, we're going to take a look at the eComm website. You can go to this site by typing in www.cu.edu/eComm. To get to this page, simply hover over the Strategy button in the navigation menu, and then drop down to Tools. Scrolling down, this interactive chart shows our 3 eComm tools: Salesforce, Marketing Cloud, and cVent, as well as some connecting dots that show how the tools work together and some functionality. Let's start with Salesforce. Again, this is our CRM tool, or our data brain, where all of our contacts are kept. One of my favorite features about Salesforce is a global search. This search allows us to type in a first name, last name, email address, ID number, and it will automatically and very quickly search through the entirety of Salesforce to find relevant results. Just one field, so you don't have to worry about typing things in a particular format or way. It's incredibly easy to use. Additionally, Salesforce also contains address information. This includes mailing address, home address, business address, and other address for all of our contacts, which means that we're able to target and leverage that information when looking to send communications. For instance, if I'm looking to host an event for folks in the Boulder area, and I'd like to invite alumni within a certain 20 zip codes, we're able to leverage the zip code fields within all of those address components to do that. Additionally, we also have contact information like email address. More than just one email address, though, we have the benefit of having a general preferred email address along with our internal address emails, so those at colorado.edu or at ucdenver.edu, along with at uccs.edu and at cu.edu. This helps to make sure that when you're going and getting ready to send a communication, that you're able to send the communication to the most relevant email address. Now that we've taken a look at Salesforce and some of the functionality and data that it contains, take a look at Marketing Cloud. So again, this is where we build and send our emails. Marketing Cloud is fantastic in that it offers the range of pre-existing templates that can be copied and modified for customizing your content. This includes easy-to-use drag and drop functionality, as well as the option to edit your content via HTML code. So whichever route you want to take, you're able to really customize content to your specifications. Additionally, Marketing Cloud is incredibly mobile responsive. This means that whether a constituent is reading your email on their desktop or on their mobile phone, the email will look slick and professional across all devices. Additionally, again, leveraging those templates, utilizing and creating newsletters through Marketing Cloud is incredibly easy. Drag and drop content blocks and the ability to lock down certain areas of your template makes it easy for you to come back and update that template with the most up-to-date content for the next edition of your newsletter in an efficient and time-saving manner. Marketing Cloud also allows flexibility when it comes to sending out your communication. You can either send a communication immediately, or you can schedule it for a future date or time, or maybe even just a few hours from after you finish putting it together. When you are ready to send out your communication, Marketing Cloud leverages audiences that have been built in Salesforce. This is an integration between Marketing Cloud and Salesforce that allows us to leverage that data. It can be through either campaigns, reports, or data extensions, but the bottom line is that when you're going to send a communication from Marketing Cloud, you're able to leverage the incredible data that we have in Salesforce. After your communication is sent, you're then able to track that information and see who opened your email and whether or not they clicked, but you're also to see at an aggregate level how your email has performed. So is your open rate 12% or 22%, or maybe a phenomenal 73%? You're able to see all of that in Marketing Cloud, and that information is also tracked back to Salesforce as well, which is incredibly useful. Turning and looking at Cvent, let's say that the email that we just sent out the door was an event invitation. That Marketing Cloud email would contain a web link to the registration form for Cvent. So tying those two tools together. The websites in Cvent are customizable from a very simple and easy to use design studio. The nice thing is that you don't need to know HTML to create your event forms. Incredibly user-friendly. Just like Marketing Cloud, Cvent is also mobile responsive, which means that your event registration features are going to work well and look and present nicely on a desktop as well as a mobile phone or mobile device. Not only that, but you can also send post-registration event emails directly through Cvent, whether that's a registration confirmation, giving someone additional details about the event, or a cancellation confirmation email, or perhaps a post-event feedback survey. Additionally, all of the attendee and registrant information is tracked back to Salesforce, meaning that we're able to see if John Smith attended the event, but Jane Smith ended up being a no-show. And having all of that information in Salesforce, along with the individual email results and the plethora of data that we have, really enables a 360-degree view of our constituents so that we can engage with them in a dynamic way that resonates with their individual relationship with the university. It's a high-level overview of our tools, some of the functionality that they have, and how they work together. So again, this page can be found on the eComm site, so www.cu.edu/eComm. And then if you hover over strategy and scroll down to tools, you can find this page.